Alright, so welcome. So after we have covered the topic of the chord properties, that was the end of the topic. So before we move on to the next topic, let us now just look at some of the examples, like questions that are asked and the this topic of chord properties. So most of questions will be just sketching. You'll be able to complete solving, right? Yeah, so let us look at the question number one. They're saying that a circle has got, I'm talking about this question, of course. So they're saying that a circle has a chord which is 8 centimeters long. The radius is 5 centimeters long. Sketch the diagram and calculate the angle subtended by the chord at the center. Right, so for us to at least solve the question, we have to draw a circle like this one. So I'm going to draw a circle like this one. So this is the center, and the second chord is 8 centimeters long. So it means you draw 8 centimeters long like this one. We call it as, let's say, a B, right? So the chord is 8 centimeters long, 8 centimeters, right? Then they're saying that okay, a chord has got a radius of 5 centimeters. So you draw from the radius from the center to any point, to this one or this point. Okay, so let's just do this point. So this is 5 centimeters. So the question is, sketch the diagram and calculate the angle subtended by the chord at the center. So they want us to find an angle that has been subtended by the chord at the center. So actually you connect the other chord at the other radius from the same center to point A. So since this one is 5 centimeters and also this one will be 5, because all these are radiuses, limiting is all right. Yeah, so the point is they want us to find the angle which chord AB has made at the center. So actually this angle A or B, this angle, right? So they want us to find this angle. Actually this question would demand you to use the trigonometry tool, the cosine law, where you have to apply the cosine law to find that angle. So actually I remember I taught the cosine law for some guys, some of you, but some of you maybe you don't know, but I taught the cosine law. So in short, you can say, of course, I'll just leave it as it is. Then maybe you try if you can remember the cosine law, but for the goodness of others, maybe I don't teach them, so we can just sketch it as it is, right? Yeah, so of course you can have something like a squared equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc, the cos of a, right? So you substitute this a amakhala line ya imene ili opposite kwangoyo, line ab. So line AB ili opposite kwangu 30%, then amakhala ambiri uko, so I put as 8 centimeters, while uyu ndi uyu amakhala ma sides amene achita form angle. So I have side AO and side BO amenewo, minus 2BC. So you just 2 times B times C, then cos A, that's the thing. So just makes it subject formula. So actually gonna have 8 squared equals to B squared. B is 5 centimeters, so it's 5 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 5 times 5 cos x. So actually I'm going to make this one a bit for me, but I'll leave it as it is, so I can be able to proceed to the other areas. Right, so let us just proceed to the second question. So second question is saying that a chord is 6 centimeters away from the center of a circle. So if the chord is 16 centimeters long, calculate the radius of the circle. So this is just a very simple question. They are saying that a chord is 60 centimeters, so you draw a chord 60 centimeters like this one. So I have this one as A and this one as B. Then you can say, okay, a chord is 6 centimeters away from the center. That means from the center here to where there is a chord is 6 centimeters, right? Then if a chord is 16 centimeters, that means a chord AB, the whole of AB, like this one, it's of kind 16 centimeters. Then you say, okay, 16 centimeters long. Then the question is calculate the radius of a circle. So you join like this one. Okay, you can label this one as B. I mean, let me just put it as N like that. Okay, no, let me just label it again. Let me just put it as N like this one. Okay, so you know when the line starts from the center to the chord, it is perpendicular to the chord, so it makes an angle of 90 degrees like this. Okay, so I know you can find NB and then you find radius of B. Very simple, right? Yeah, so from the theory that we learned, so we're going to say, okay, NB can be equal to half of AB, right? Half of AB. Why? We learned that a line ON, which is from the center of a circle, bisects the line AB. That's what we learned, right? Yeah, so from there, you're going to say, okay, that means NB can be equal to 16 divided by 2, which is at least 4. I mean 8 centimeters. So it's 8 centimeters this one. So that means you label it like from NB is 8 centimeters. Okay, so from there, now use Pythagoras theorem to find OB. Very simple, right? Yeah, so suppose this one is A, B, C. So I talked about Pythagoras. I said that in a right angle triangle like this one, if you square two shorter sides, this one actually is longer side, this one is longer, it's hypotenuse side, right? And what you can do here, these are two shorter sides. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C. A, B, and AC are shorter than BC, so BC is longer. So the question says, the mathematics says, if you square two shorter sides of a triangle, right? If you square them and add them, so as if you say A squared and then you add B squared, the result will be equal to the square of longest side. So the result is this one. So that's according to Pythagoras, right? So we will do the same thing with the question. So it means if you square 6 squared plus 8 squared can be equal to or B squared. That's according to Pythagoras. Yeah, so you complete mathematics, right? Very simple. That's what nice. You finish them. 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64 is equal to LB squared. And then mirano semaenda amapezeni muli 8 squared mu 8 times 2. Tikamati 8 squared is 8 times 8. 8 azidamutsa kawiri. Osati kuti 8 times 2. Yeah, so you can have 36, yeah, almost 100, right? So you have 100, and okay, 100 is equal to B squared. Then you have to square root both sides. So you can do a square root, and then do a square root. So therefore, OB will be equal to 10 centimeters. That means OB is 10 centimeters. That's all. Right, so let us see the question number 3. They are saying that a chord of circle center O is 8 centimeters long. If the radius of a circle is 7 centimeters, sketch the diagram and calculate the distance of a chord from the center of the circle. So you do the same thing. You actually have to draw a circle, right? You have to draw a circle like this one, a big one, and of course a circle center like this one. Then what to do, you say, okay, a chord is 8 centimeters long, so you can draw a chord which is 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters. Just label it as AB. Simple. Then you say, okay, if radius of a circle is 7 centimeters, so radius, that means from the center, you can put this as 7. And they're saying that, okay, sketch the diagram and calculate the distance of a chord from the center. So that means we have to calculate the distance from the center of the chord to the chord, like this one. Right? So we can put it like this one. Yeah, simple as that. Same thing, right? So you have to divide. Let us just put this part as part D. So I can say, okay, part AD is equal to 8 centimeters divided by 2. Why I said that OD is perpendicular to AB and it's also bisecting AB. So AD can be equal to 4 centimeters. Then what do you say? You have to find this one, right? Let us put this one as Y. So let's find the Y. So okay, I said use the same Pythagoras here. Okay, nothing else, just use the same Pythagoras. That means this is the 4 centimeters, this is 7, and this is Y. So I said that in a right angle triangle like this one, if you square two shorter sides, okay, so here it's like you have 7 here, you have 4 here, and they want you to find this other side Y, right? So yes, that's it. So it means you have to square this one and this one equals this one. So you say Y squared plus 4 squared is equal to 7 squared, and that's according to Pythagoras theorem. Then you multiply, you finish like this one. This is 49 minus 6 squared is 16. Yeah, so in this case it means you subtract and then you find Y. It's very simple as that. That's a voter is, right? That's a voter. Don't quick, right? Alright, so let us see the question 4. I know some of you can be able to solve, but many can fail on this question. Let us just look at it together. So they're saying that an arc of circle subtends an angle of 54 degrees at the center. If the arc is 9 centimeters long, calculate the circumference of a circle. So yeah, because this question is now different, they want you to find the circumference of a circle. So they're saying an arc of a circle, so you draw a circle first of all, like this one. Then this is the center, right? Yeah, I know, center like an egg, you know. Alright, okay. I don't know some okay. See, the egg. Okay, so a center. So at the center, okay, so there's an arc, a chord, like at the arc it was a chord. Right, so you can label it as AB. So they're saying that that arc has made an angle at the center, so it means you will connect to the center like this one. So they're saying that this arc has made an angle of 54 degrees. So if an arc is 9 centimeters, so that means this chord is 9 centimeters. Calculate the circumference of a circle. So if I say calculate the circumference of a circle, what they want, you know that a circumference, for us to find the circumference, it's pi d, right? Pi times diameter, right? It's pi times diameter. So diameter the same as 2 radiuses. So here it means you have now a job to find the radiuses, right? You have to find the radiuses, and of course you have to find the size of a chord. Then I mean the distance of the center that can be perpendicular, so I have to find that distance half. So if you get that line, it means we'll be able to get, okay, how much is it, right? Right, so what will happen here is that if I kuza kuti anena kuti scarface tipeza panga pi d ifaniza kuti ndi scarface, d ndi diameter, madiameter awiri, ndiye kuti nena okay, diameter yonena kuti d ndi 2r. So the point is if OB ndi radius, OA ndi radius, ndiye ukasiya r pa OB chimodzimodzi wasiyaso r pa kuti pa OA. Komano ife tikuza kuti yesu ungasofesa mwe kuvuta funa kuti namba 1 kufuna uziwe kuti okay tikamati sign law ndi chani, ndewe uziweke sign law. Ukadziwa sign law paja you be able to solve. Chifano kuti peze r sikuti unene kuti sikuti wewe unene kuti aligawise apa umene ndo mbuliwo. Okay, so sungalene kuti tilumikize o pa a limeza pana chito. Komano nene okay ife tikuza kuti ngati OA ndi radius, OB ndi radius, ndiye kuti triangle AOB ndi isosceles triangle. That means angle menga kale apa ndi apa kayofanana. Ndizo tukambazo. Neno okay, yona kuti triangle, right? Triangle AOB is isosceles triangle, right? Is isosceles triangle. Why? Because if there's a kuti AO ndi chimodzimodzi BO, oseo ni radius of a circle. Ndiye kuti that means angle menga kale apo, let's say ndi A ukisa kaso A, chifano ni my base angles of what isosceles triangle. So if we say A will be equal to A, why? These are base angles. My base angles of isosceles triangle, right? Nekuti webezeka value of A. Why? Nekuti was kubeza A una kuti A plus 54 equals 180. Angle sum of triangle. Ubeze kuti okay n jani. Koma in short ngoni na okay A mozi value mozi ya A ikhala value moja A ikhala zingati ikhala 180 degrees minus 54 degrees divided by 2. Why? This is angle, we said angle sum of a triangle. Ndekuti upeza kuti ndizingati, okay? Ndekuti wewe ukatero okay, fine. Ndekuti A akazenga kupanga 180 minus 54 upeza kuti ndizingati. After solving and it has a 4, I don't know what it's correct, so you get it as 9. You get it as 9.9121 centimeters. In short, our can be taken as 10 centimeters to the nearest one. 10 centimeters to the nearest. Then, if it 10 centimeters radius, no way about general scarface in Jan. Well, that's about it. Right? Well, that's okay. Therefore, scarface of a circle will be equal to pi d. Pi d. All pi, we say pi 2 pi r, because diameter will the 2r. So it was not 2r must pi 2 pi r. The pi was always pi in the 3.14 or 22 over 7 times radius times 10 times 2. As we solve it. 2 over 7, 2 times 10, 20, 20 times 22 divided by 7. You get the answer, right? You get the answer, so that will be okay for you. Simple as that. So you get the answer as that one. So say 22 times 10 times 2 divided by 7. That would be at least 62.85. Simple as that. So that's how you can solve it.